Hi, my name is Patrick Van Beveren, and I'm a certified coach for Rocksteady Boxing Syracuse. As part of the movement breaks, we bring you the boxing because of the effect it has on people with Parkinson's disease. You've probably heard something at least about doing boxing for Parkinson's disease. Part of the so-called magic of the boxing is that it challenges the multiple systems that Parkinson's tries to take away from you. Parkinson's disrupts your balance, changes the way you move, makes you a little more uncoordinated, decreases your strength, decreases your power. If you look at boxing, those are all the parameters that boxing tries to improve. When you box, you have to be strong, you have to be powerful, you have to have good footwork, you have to be able to move, you have to think about what you're doing. You have to be able to throw combinations and remember what those combinations are. So all the things that Parkinson's is trying to take away from you, boxing challenges and helps you to maintain those functions. The other criteria for effective exercise is intensity. Boxing is intense. It is hard to do to the level that you want to try to do it. We do boxing in a group which causes you to work a little bit harder than you think you can. Any exercise group, when you see other people doing more, you want to keep up with them. So Rocksteady Boxing in a group is also effective because it increases the challenge that you create for yourself in doing the exercise program. When we do the exercises here, I want to make sure that you stay safe. So if you're having trouble with your balance at all, use a chair, and anything that I teach you, you can be holding onto a chair and throwing punches with one hand. Or you can have someone with you. Or if need be, even if you're sitting in a chair and you want to move your feet or to throw punches, that's effective. We have people who are in our Rocksteady Boxing class who might be doing it from a wheelchair or have a chair right next to the bag. They do all the exercises out of a chair. Be safe and then challenge yourself. Let's start with footwork. The boxing stance demands that you have your feet shoulder width apart, front to back and side to side. So if I step forward, I'm shoulder width apart here, I'm shoulder width apart this direction. Then you turn 90 degrees and put one hand up to protect your face here, one hand up to protect your face there. This is the typical right-handed boxing stance, which means that your right hand, it's a right-hand dominant stance, the right hand is always cocked, so when you throw it, you can throw it with power. The left hand is just meant to keep your opponent away from you. If you're left-handed, you just switch the stance around. Your right foot's up, your left hand is back cocked, and your right hand is in front. So the right hand is keeping your opponent away. The left hand is already cocked for power when you hit your opponent. So back to the right-handed stance. Now whether it's right or left-handed stance, we're going to talk a little bit about footwork. Whatever direction you're moving, you lead with the foot in that direction. So if I want to move forward, I want to move my front foot, close the stance with my back foot. Front foot, back foot. If I'm moving backwards, back foot first, close with the front foot. Back foot first, close with the front foot. If I want to move to my right, right foot, close, right foot, close. If I want to move left, left foot, close, left foot, close. You get the idea. What we want to avoid is if you move to the right and you move your left foot first, you're unstable. You don't have much balance. So if you're actually boxing, it's a very poor position to be in. But it's also a poor position for anyone to be in if you're having any kind of balance dysfunction. One of the exercises you can do is move in a U. So if you start in the front edge of the U, just practice moving. Move back, move to the right, right foot first, move forward, front foot first, and backwards, backwards, left, left, forward, forward. If you want to increase the difficulty of that, you can start to move your head a little bit to avoid punches. So again, starting in the front of the U, you're moving backwards and move your head. Move backwards, move your head. Move to your right, move your head. Right, move your head both directions. Moving the head is avoiding the punches that your opponent is conceivably throwing at you. So moving your head. Backwards, move your head. Backwards, move your head. Left, head movement. Left, head movement. So this alone, just working on this, will improve your balance. It'll also improve your cognitive function because it's challenging thinking about what you have to do. Another level of difficulty is actually throwing punches while you're doing. So without being specific for any punch, just punching. So now I'm moving backwards, I'm punching, moving my head, backwards, punches, punches, moving to the right, punches, moving my head. So it's another degree of complexity. Challenges your balance, challenge your moving all four extremities at the same time, and challenging your cognitive ability to remember what you're supposed to be doing. Not crossing your feet. Always leading with the foot in the direction that you want to go. Okay? So you can practice that. If you need to have a chair, have it in the middle. You can move around the chair as you're stepping or having somebody with you. Let's talk a little bit about the actual punches that we throw. So again, going back to the stance, and I'm in a right-handed stance, the first punch that's always taught is the jab. And with the jab, you throw the fist out, turn it over, bring it right back. Throw it out, bring it back. Go. Practice the jab. If you're sitting down, do it. If you're standing, doing it. If you need to hold on to a chair, you can do that. And then combine it with a little step forward, step backwards, step forward, step backward, boom, back, boom, back. So then you increase the speed of that movement a little bit. Pop, boom, pop, boom, pop, boom. And you're staying right up straight. So good weight distribution on your feet. Boom. And again, this is good for balance. You can imagine in a gym, if we're hitting a bag, trying to hit it hard, you're building strength. You do this for any period of time, you're building endurance. The stepping back, all the time when you're using your hand, you're developing coordination. Second punch is a cross. Remember I told you right-handers are always have their hand cocked in a right-handed stance. Left-handers would also have their left. So let me switch here a little bit. So now jab becomes the right, and the left becomes my strong hand with the cross. So it's step, jab, cross with rotation, and then you see my left foot come up. So step, jab, cross, step back, step, jab, cross, step back, right, left, step back, right, left, step back. Going back to the right-handed stance. So now it's my left hand jabbing, my right hand crossing, and my right heel coming up. Pop, pop, rotate. Boom, boom, rotate. Boom, boom, rotate. Step, jab, step back. Step, jab, step back. And if I want to move forward, step, jab, bring the other foot up. Step, jab, bring the other foot up. Step, jab, bring the other foot up. And then backwards, step, jab, cross, foot back. Step, jab, cross, foot back. Step, jab, cross, foot back. To the left, step, cross, back. Step, jab, cross, back. To the right, step, jab, cross, back. Step, jab, cross, back. Step, jab, cross, back. Back to my left, step, cross, back. Step, cross, back. So you can see, just practice coming back to the tape over and over again. Just working on those couple of movements will improve your balance, your strength, your endurance, and your cognitive function. So this, along with all the other exercise tapes, improves your mobility, gives you some more endurance, keeps you moving, and of course, you know, exercise always increases the amount of dopamine that you're releasing, which is helping your overall improve your movement and improving your function. So keep working on the exercises, keep moving, stay safe. Thank you.